Whoa! Alright, I don't know who you are or why you're in my basement, but at least I can show you what I'm working on. Hi, this is Stormbreaker. Nice to meet you. Basically, I made this a couple months ago when Infinity War came out, that movie that you didn't see. And, you know, I would show you how to make it, but I'd have to make it entirely again, and I don't want to run out of foam. So, what I'm going to do is turn this axe handle from my splitting axe that I broke into a different one. Now, the cool part about this is that it's going to be my own version instead of copying it from the movie, because obviously this does not look like Groot's arm. It looks manufactured, so it's gonna be cool, I guess. You know, we're gonna try out some new things. Try some new things here. You know. Okay, let's get started. Woo! Okay, it's coming. That was dumb. Alright, so I'm going to start with my drawing reference, and I will use regular computer references to reference that. It's a lot of references. So then after you got your references down, make sure you grab yourself some EVA foam. It's that floor mat foam, as you can see, and I'm just starting with the base of the whole axe, which is like the middle part and the blade. And since I need to do two sides of this, I will flip the other one over on top of the foam and trace it and then cut it again. So the blade part is a mix of like a standard Viking blade for an axe and my own design. And again, flipping it over, tracing it, and cutting it out again. That is probably the best way to do it. So I'm going to draw a line about ½ an inch away from the blade and then cut it with a 45-degree angle so they meet at an edge. Now it's time to glue it all to the axe. I use hot glue because it's just easy and quick, and if you use enough, you can make it stay. Now I'm going to glue the axe blades together and trim any pieces that stick out in case I cut it incorrectly, which I probably did. Then I'm going to glue it onto the axe and hope for the best. This is just me filling in the gaps a little bit just so it doesn't, so it looks more uniform, basically. There you go. So now I'm going to cut the hammer part of the axe hammer, Stormbreaker thing, whatever you want to call it, it's your thing. It's my thing, technically, but it's yours if you're going to make it. Alright. You're kind of just making a wonky cube out of foam. It's not that hard, you just got to fill in the gaps and make sure it looks like one solid piece. So now it's time to glue it onto the axe, and I think it looks pretty good. Just adding some weird details to look Asgardian. It's really all in the details. If you look at the MCU, they have a lot of uniform shapes, and a lot of them, and they're layered. If you've ever seen Thor's costume, you know what I'm talking about. It's pretty tedious, but it'll make your piece look better. So do it. This is also where you can get creative with your things, because Asgardian technology has really funky things on it, so go ahead and go crazy. You want to put a hammer and an axe together? Go ahead, do that. I don't know if you saw that in the last scene, but that was me changing my Spotify playlist. So to cover the seams on all the edges and stuff, because you glued two pieces of foam together essentially, I use very thin craft foam, and I'm not sure what millimeter it is. It's probably like 2mm craft foam. You can find it at Michael's, any place, any crafting store, dude. Okay, so this part was inspired by a Norse hammer actually that I looked up on Pinterest, so yay for Pinterest. It was like an iron binding for the hammer so it doesn't fall apart. I thought that was really cool, so I'm gonna put it on my axe. So the end of the axe looked kind of boring and like earthy, and I didn't want it to look like that, so I decided to put something else there, like a guard piece of armor thing. I don't know why, it just looked cool. Okay. And
spoiler alert, I had to use more hot glue. So yeah, there you go.
Alright, so after about an hour of cutting foam and making a mess of my basement, I came up with this. So yeah, I think this is a good base to paint and then weather. And, you know, like I said, it's my own version, so it's not going to be completely movie accurate. Neither is that one, actually. But, you know, we'll have fun. Actually, what you didn't see was me adding these. And this is just thicker craft foam that I put on the wood. And then this is just a piece of thicker craft foam, which is this stuff that I used for the blade and stuff. And then I don't know if I showed this. I put a little lightning bolt there just because it's Thor. I don't know. I thought it looked cool. And yeah, just layer upon layer of foam. And the best part about this being foam is that you can hit people with it.
Why'd you do that?
So I wanted to keep my axe handle wood, so I taped it up, and I'm using Plasti Dip for the foam to seal it, because I don't want to heat seal it, because I don't want lung cancer. Also, put a respirator mask on. Thank you, Past Ian. Then I'm going to go in with some Krylon. Krylon's not my favorite, but it's a metallic silver. I much rather prefer Rust-Oleum, but it wasn't at the store.
Sweet.
So usually I'll miss some pieces, and I'm going right now in with some silver and covering it. Alright, so I'm going to go in with some gold to make it a little fancy, make it look kind of, you know, royal, because Thor is the Prince of Asgard.
Alright, before I make this thing look like it's cut a few heads off, first I'm going to use these upholstery nails as like little rivets.
Okay, so the trick with weathering to make it look random is you like do 2 spots of weathering and then 1 far away. That's kind of how I did it. You know, I just wanted to make it look dirty, you know, like it's been through some action. So I found this twine somewhere, and I'm going to use it for grip. And there's my lunch. So once you're done adding that detail, you are done.
There's a hole in my ceiling. Anyway, thank you for watching. That's really cool that you watched my video. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks. Awesome. It'd be really cool if you subscribed, because I have like, what, 11 subscribers. And not that I deserve more or anything. I have like 3 videos up, so. But if you did enjoy learning how to make this or seeing me make this, you know, it'd be cool if you did. So, yeah, bye. Thanks.
So last thing, if you have anything for me to draw, make, or build, leave it in the comments. Alright, thanks.